Okay, so now we need to understand that if the meeting status, like how to use or with and basically. So that is what we are going to check here. है ना, ये मैंने नहीं बताया था, this I did not tell you, so I'm covering it again. So use if with and or and ठीक है, दोनों चीजों के साथ में कैसे यूज करना, this is what we are going to learn here. Okay, now I want the answer if the customer is male or the age is between 40 and 50 years, and children is no, then the meeting status should be invited, otherwise not invited. So there are three conditions, मेल फीमेल है, चिल्ड्रन यस नो है, या एज जो है वो 40 से 50 के बीच में होनी चाहिए. सो वी विल स्टार्ट विद इफ, एंड फॉर लॉजिकल टेस्ट आई विल यूज और, एंड इन द जेंडर, so gender is D5, I will write down is it male, first condition. Second condition, children, that is E5, if it is no. And the third condition, age, that is F5, is it greater than 40, and I want to check if it is less than 50. Now this both the conditions should be satisfied. So when both the conditions should be satisfied, then I will have to use and function to check the specific conditions. Okay, so I will have to use the and function to check both these. So first is or, then this and. So now this or function is over. So if we have put the logical test, if all these conditions are satisfied, then the answer should be invited, else it should be not invited. So in the first case, I'm getting not invited, and then I'm getting invited, not invited. All these cases are invited because here it is a male and children and 48. So all the three conditions are satisfied. We just want to satisfy only one condition. Here, the condition of age is satisfied. Now, suppose I make it 35, you will see it is turning to not invited. Okay. Now we will see how to apply a conditional formatting over here. Okay, and I will do a twist to it. Now what I want is, I will create a drop down over here. Okay, we will create a drop down, Alt A, V, and I will put two values over here. One is invited. Can you see my drop down? Can you see the drop down menu? Can you see any dialog box on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now we have invited and not invited. So I have given a option to select from whether it is invited or not invited. Okay. And let me remove the inverted commas from here. So Alt A, B. Let me remove the inverted commas because I don't want this to come. So invited, comma, not invited. Now what it should do is, whenever I select invited, it should highlight all those rows where invited is there. Whenever I select not invited, it should highlight all those rows where not invited are there. And invited should be with the red color, with the green fill. Invited should be with the green fill, and not invited should be with the red fill. Okay, so this is what I want. This is what I want. So this invited should be in a green color, green fill, like this, and this invited should be in a orange fill like this. Okay, so I want these combinations. Now how can we do this? Anyone who can guide me on this? Anyone who knows how we can do this? Huh?
Conditional formatting.
Conditional formatting, very good. So for using conditional formatting, we will select this column because here I want to apply conditional formatting, or I can select the entire table also. I will set the entire table and then go to conditional formatting and go to new rule. Okay. And we will have to write a formula. Now tell me what formula to write.
equal to
Equal to
Equal to $sign.
$sign.
$sign
H dollar.
Huh?
H
X.
H for horse. H.
YH.
So because
G
um
See the
sorry,
table
G, yeah.
column. Yeah.
Yeah,
G
yeah,
G
yeah. Yeah,
G.
G, sorry.
And
Yeah.
G आगे. After G.
5
Hmm?
5
Five.
G5. Okay.
Yeah. So we will put dollar before it.
equal to invited
No, G5 to G12. We need to check in all the cases, right? So from G5 to G12, if this is equals to,
invited
no, we will not write invited. We will not write invited because I don't want to highlight only invited. I want to highlight whether it is invited or not invited. Accordingly, it should change. So what should I
We will
select?
remove.
What should I select? Okay, if I write invited, let it be. If I write invited, okay, let us do this way. Now I'm writing invited, and let me select a green fill, a green color.
and not invited भी sir
दोनों एक साथ लिख दें, दोनों एक साथ लिखें.
नहीं ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं अलग अलग भी कर सकते हैं
ऐसे भी कैसे कर सकते हैं बताइए. How
फिर
you
दूसरी बार से फिर दूसरी बार सेलेक्ट करके फिर वैसे ही रूल पे
हाँ, अभी दूसरी बार सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा ना, तो वी हैव टू क्रिएट अ न्यू रूल. नया रूल बनाएंगे और यहाँ पे लिखेंगे अगेन दिस G5 to G12 विदाउट द डॉलर साइन. डॉलर हटा देंगे. G5 to G12, G5 to dollar G12. If this is equals to now not invited, क्योंकि invited का तो हमने बता ही दिया है. If this is not equals to not invited, then what should happen? Then the color of the fill should go orange. Okay. Okay. And apply. So I'm getting the answer as invited is coming as green, not invited is coming as orange. But I don't want this output. मुझे ये नहीं चाहिए. मुझे चाहिए कि यहाँ पे मैं जो भी select करूं उसी पे कलर दिखना चाहिए. यहाँ पे मैं जो भी सेलेक्ट करूं उसी पे कलर दिखना चाहिए. ये कैसे होगा? ये मेरा क्वेश्चन.
conditional formatting और merge cell manage cell
Okay, so I will select this entire table again. Go to conditional formatting, manage rules.
yes
Now,
sir
now what?
select duplicate
So
Yes, Komal.
So we can select this J column, no?
Yes, sir.
Where we are
J6.
writing, we are having the drop down.
yes.
Okay, so where should I select this J column? Where I've written not invited.
J6. So J6 where the drop down is made.
So where do I do that? Instead of writing not invited, I should select this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and here also, instead of having this, I should select this.
So maybe we can delete one of the formula.
We can delete one. Okay. So now when I'm selecting not invited, it is showing me only not invited. When I'm selecting invited, but it is showing me invited. Great. So we can now delete one of the formula. So we can go to manage rules and we will say this worksheet. So there are two. I will delete this green one. But again, I have one more question. This is fine, absolutely correct. But I want different colors. Invited should come with a different color. Not invited with should come with a different color. So how to do that? How to do that? Did you get what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
In conditional formatting, we might have other options also.
Yes, sir. In manage rules.
Okay. So again, I will select this. I will go to manage rules. And now, yes, how can I change the color? There is only one option to put now. So how can I change the color?
Format.
Format. Now this J6 has two values, correct? It has two values, invited and not invited. Okay. So can we write this is equal to J6 is equals to what? Invited. Okay. Now let us put like this and see what happens. Now nothing is happening. Did you get what I wanted to do? I wanted to check that G5 to G12 should be J6. What is there in J6? Which should be equal to invited. So if J6 has invited, then you should have a different color. If it is not invited, then you should have different color. So if you do this, we will get a orange fill on invited. That is okay. But I want different colors, different fill with different colors. How to ensure that? Because you might have project done or not done. So done should come with a green color, not done should come with a red color. So how to do that? That is possible, very much possible. But I want you to work on it and tell me a solution for it. It is possible. And I had shown it in my class. You'll have to check it. Like you have to try for it. Okay. So this is the task for the day. You have to try how we can have different colors whenever we are changing this. Okay. Look for some solution. You will get a solution. Okay. Now we will proceed with conditional formatting. More options. Maybe after that you will be able to try on it on your own. Okay. So now I am sharing my screen again, and now we will see a sheet on conditional formatting.
So we have an option in conditional formatting, highlight cells. Maybe we can use that.
No, highlight cell will highlight based on, we use highlight cell only to create the rule. So highlight cell just highlight. Now see, suppose here also I have created a conditional formatting yesterday. In yesterday's class, I've discussed this. So when you click on any month, you see that the color is changing, the pattern is changing. Okay, so this is how we can create a drop down and we can do. But everyone should have a different color. That is what I am looking for. Okay, so you'll have to work out a solution. You will get one. Now we will go to this book tour. Okay, and I will show you more features of conditional formatting now. How you can, what all different options are available on the conditional formatting. So I will clear all the rules and then we will do it again. So I hope the sheet is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have city, we have date, we have fee, we have attendance, we have book sold. What I want is I want to find out the top 20% of fees collection, the attendance above average, and the bottom 10 books sold. Okay. So I've written all this here. Top 20 I want from here to be highlighted. Above average should be highlighted and bottom 10 should be highlighted. Now, if you have to do this without using conditional formatting, how would you do this? If you have to do this without using conditional formatting, how would you do this? If you have to do this without using conditional formatting, how would you do this? Any idea, anyone?
So
Sort or filter. Filter.
You will use filters, is it? Okay, so we will use filter. Chaliye, let us try and use filter. So when you use filter, okay, so what happens when you use filter? When you use filter, what happens when you use filter? So we can now how to find out the top 20? That is what I'm asking. How do you find out the top 20? How do you find out the top 20? Yes.
so first we can calculate
First, we can
top
calculate
20
total. Then we can calculate 20% of it.
percentage.
And then we can see how many are more than that 20%. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir, we can do like that.
Okay. Similarly, for attendance, we can calculate an average and then we can see how many are above average. Okay. And similarly for the other thing, the book sold. We can sort it out and then we can do. But this is all manual. This is all manual. ये सारा काम जो है ये कैसे हो रहा है? Manually हो रहा है. ये सारा काम कैसे हो रहा है? Manually हो रहा है. ये सारा काम manually हो रहा है. ठीक है? So how to automate this?
Without conditional formatting, I don't think
With conditional
we
formatting.
can do. Yes, sir.
So now we'll work one by one. So we will select this column, fee column, and we'll go to conditional formatting, and then we will go to. So I had explained you highlight cell rules. Now we'll go to top bottom rules. Okay, top bottom rules. What I want is I want the top 20% of fees. Top 20 I want. So there is an option of top 10 items, top 10%, bottom 10 items, bottom 10%, above average, below average. We will just say top 10 percentage. And instead of 10, I can increase the percent to 20. So when I do 20, it is automatically giving me it is highlighting 20%. Now, how do I check whether it is 20% only? Okay, or more than that. So for that, what you can do is in the end, towards the end, you can put a sum formula. You can put a sum formula. Okay, we can put a sum formula. So this is the total. This is the total. Now, what you will do is you will take the 20% of it, 0.20. 20%, sorry. So it is coming into percentage because maybe this is formatted as a percentage. So we will convert this into a normal number. So the normal number is 5773. So that is 20% of it. Okay. but we want the top 20%, the items which are in top 20%. So the items or the numbers which are adding up to this number, they will be called as a, they will be regarded as a top 20%. Okay. So secondly, what you can do is you can arrange them and then also you can see. So now if I add up, if I just select filter from here, and if I say filter by color, sort by color, and I select this color, now when you add up all these numbers, you will get amount of 7690. If I take only 3, it is 5726. So the total, the 20% was 5773. So the number which is more than 5773, that should be more than 20% of this. So when we include this, we get to the answer. Okay. So that means our selection, the column which are highlighted is correct. It is correct. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to explain again, or you are like fine with it?
Yes, sir. Please explain once again.
I should explain again. Okay. So let me explain again to you all. So what we need to do is basically we need to work on something like this, that you want to highlight the top 20%. ठीक है, हमारे पास एक fee दे रखा है and we want to highlight the top 20%. Let me just unfilter the sheet. Okay, so I'm removing the filters from here. We don't want the filter by color, so no fill. Okay, now this is the common normal sheet. I want top 20. So top 20 के लिए मुझे पता होना चाहिए ना top कौन से. So what I will do is I will just arrange from largest to smallest. ठीक है, तो ये सब top वाले हैं. Now when I take a total of this, okay, so what I will do is I will create an incremental sum. Now how to create an incremental sum? So I can say this. So we will start with this only. And here I will add a formula that this plus the previous one. Okay, so we will create a function where we will write this. Okay, this plus this. Okay, and now I will add this amount plus this amount, and I will drag this formula down. I will drag this formula down. Okay, so what we did, we created an incremental total. We created an incremental total. We created an incremental total, and this is the total. This is the total. 21,178. It should actually come to the total because we have not added the first number. So let me add 188,1822 also. So when you add 1822, now this is proper. So now when you take the sum of this, all these numbers, it should be 28,865. So what we did, basically we are trying to find out the incremental sum. और अब हमें देखना है कि 20% में हमें जाके रुकना है, because we want to have top 20%. So let me remove the conditional formatting as of now. Clear rules from selected cells. Okay. Now see, we want top 20%. So what we'll do is we will calculate the percentage as to total. So this divide by this, and I will freeze this cell because I want all the numbers to be divided by this number. So I will freeze this cell. Okay. So, and I will convert this into a percentage. I will convert this into a percentage. So can you see that it is 6%, it is 12%, it is 18%, here it is 24%. So what we were looking for is the top 20% of the items. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So this is incremental sum and this is percentage of total. So what I did is I just said कि we have a fee. We want to find out the top 20% of the fee. Those who are coming in top 20%. मुझे वो देखना है, ठीक है? तो वो देखने के लिए हमने क्या किया? वो देखने के लिए हमने क्या किया, what we did is we checked the incremental sum, we checked the incremental sum, तो टोटल करते गए और फिर हमने परसेंटेज निकाल लिया. नाउ यू नो दैट कि यहाँ तक 24% आ रहा है, यहाँ तक 24% आ रहा है. इफ आई वांट टू फाइंड आउट द 50% या टॉप 30%, तो टॉप 30 अगर मैं करता हूँ, टॉप 30 करता हूँ, ठीक है, या आई जस्ट राइट एनी नंबर ओवर हियर. ओके, आई जस्ट राइट एनी नंबर ओवर हियर and I will just put it as number. Okay, I will just put it as a number. तो मुझे टॉप 30 चाहिए, ठीक है, टॉप 30%. So what I'll do is now I will apply, I will select this column, I will select this column, and now I will say conditional formatting, top bottom rules, and top. I will create some more rules. I will create a rule and I will create a formula. Okay. तो अब हम फॉर्मूले में क्या लिखेंगे, अब हमें 20%, also we cannot use a formula, sorry, we will use only this top bottom rules and top percentage, and I will have to give a figure over here. I do not have an option to change it, but I'm giving 30. Okay, now you see that it is giving us these numbers. Okay, and this total is 28%. Okay, so basically it should have included this number also 1222, तो जाके हमारा ये 30% टॉप 30 हो जाता, ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे 28 हुआ है. इफ यू टेक अ टोटल ऑफ दिस, इट इज 8294, 8294 इसका सम आ रहा है. तो आई विल राइट डाउन 8294 यहाँ पर, 8294, and we will divide this 8294 by this number. So it is approximately 30%. So it has taken this. Okay. So this is how you can find out the top 20, top 10, top 50 or something like that. तो ये हम कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. Now if you have any questions, you can put in the chat box. I will take up those questions. ठीक है. Now let us again do the second thing. ठीक है, इसको हम remove कर देते हैं. It was just for the purpose of understanding. ठीक है, top 30 आ रहा है. Now I want the attendance above average. तो जो भी attendance है जहाँ पे कि एवरेज से ज्यादा जो भी है, अबव एवरेज जो भी है, वो ग्रीन कलर से हाईलाइट हो जाना चाहिए, ग्रीन कलर से हाईलाइट हो जाना चाहिए. सो नॉर्मली अगर करना है तो व्हाट विल डू इज we will take up the average first. We will use the average function and we will find out the average. Okay, so let us find the average here. So I will write down average and I will select the entire series, and the average is 211. Okay, and let me put it as a round figure. So it is 211. So now whatever number is more than 211, it should get highlighted. As simple as that. जो भी 211 से ज्यादा है वो highlight हो जाना चाहिए. तो ये कैसे होगा? Again you will go to conditional formatting. Conditional formatting, you will say above average. You will just select above average and see. You can select what color you want. I want a green fill with a dark green color. So now you will see all those cells which are more than 211 are getting highlighted. All those cells which are above 211 are getting highlighted. If you want to check, you want to go down, you can check. Okay, so let me put a freeze pane over here so that when we move down, it should not move. So now we can move down. Okay, so all these numbers which are getting highlighted are more than 211. Is it clear to everyone? क्या ये सबको समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now next is book sold. Okay, now next is book sold. I want to highlight the bottom 10 books sold with a blue color. I want to highlight the bottom 10 books sold with a blue color. I want to highlight the bottom 10 books sold with a blue color. Now how do I do that? I will again highlight the same. I will select all the cells and then I will go to what? I will go to conditional formatting and then I will select bottom 10 items. Okay, and now I want a blue color, so I can go to custom format because all these options are not available, and I can select this one, and I want the font color to be white, and I can say okay. So you can see the top bottom 10 items are now highlighted. The bottom 10 items are now highlighted. Now you want to identify whether they are bottom 10 or not. So how you can identify that? कैसे हम पता लगा सकते हैं कि bottom 10 है या नहीं? Anyone?
क्योंकि सबसे कम 10 तो यही है।
तो इसको हम अगर अरेंज कर देते हैं असेंडिंग टू डिसेंडिंग में, तो हमें टॉप 10 मिल जाएगा। मिल गया? So we can see that the top 10 are getting highlighted. तो जो बॉटम 10 थे वो हाईलाइट हो गए, जो सबसे कम है उसके बाद वाले सारे ज्यादा वाले नीचे हैं। अब जो टॉप 10 है उसको मुझे ग्रीन कलर से हाईलाइट करना है। ठीक है, तो अगेन व्हाट आई कैन डू, आई कैन अप्लाई मल्टीपल कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग ऑन द डेटा। ठीक है, तो हम दो कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग में लगा सकते हैं। एक तो आपने बॉटम 10 लिया ही था, आप टॉप 10 आइटम्स भी ले सकते हैं। और टॉप 10 आई वांट टू हाईलाइट with a dark green color or maybe a yellow color. Okay, I want to use this yellow. Okay, तो अभी आपको देखेंगे कि दो तरीके से हमने कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग यूज करी है, जो बॉटम 10 है और जो टॉप 10 है उस पे। इज इट क्लियर? आर यू ऑल गेटिंग इट? Those who are watching on YouTube, you can also comment in the chat if you want any further clarity. Okay, so you can do that. Now coming to the next sheet, now this is very interesting. Now see, I will show you one thing, that whenever we have to use conditional formatting, people use it only in a limited format, but you can use it in a multiple ways. बहुत तरीके से हम conditional formatting काम में ले सकते हैं। Now one such example is this. Now we have a student, यहाँ पे क्विज 1 है, एग्जाम 1 है, क्विज 2 है, एग्जाम 2 है, उसका ग्रेड आया है। ग्रेड कैसे आया, उसका एक फॉर्मूला लगा है। फॉर्मूला इस कि जो क्विज 1 है उसका स्कोर हम उसको वेट देंगे 1, जो एग्जाम है उसका वेट देंगे 3। सो 1 3 1 3, इफ यू टेक अ टोटल इट बिकम्स 8। तो आपने ये ग्रेडिंग का कुछ क्राइटेरिया बना रखा है कि द टोटल ऑफ दिस क्विज 1 एंड क्विज 2 and the 3 times of exam 1 and exam 2 divide by 8, we will get the average grade. ठीक है, that is not important. What is important is that what we have done with the formula, वो ज्यादा important है। ठीक है, अब देखते हैं कि हमने किया क्या है। तो हमें चाहिए